Hello, and welcome to Shrink, the podcast for the mind. I'm Philippe, and I talk to the people who want to have a better understanding of their issues with weight and body image. How much food should I eat? What's right for me? Should I weigh my food or count the calories? As soon as we start asking ourselves these questions, we have it wrong. Because in fact, our body is a very fine mechanic, but we don't listen to it anymore. We've lost touch with it. Or even worse, we don't trust it. I would like you to disconnect your hunger and satiety from your emotions. So just before you start eating, ask yourself, how do I feel? It might be that you need to take a deep breath before asking yourself that. So you take a deep breath, and again you ask yourself, how do I feel? Do I feel tired? Do I feel stressed? Do I feel angry? Am I not hungry? You might think, well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Well, if you don't know, it means you're not hungry. In fact, when we're hungry, we know. Our body is telling us, hey, I need some energy. I need some food. It could be that you're just thirsty and you need to drink some water. And after drinking the water, you will think, well, in fact, I'm not really hungry. So the idea is not to fill your stomach with water in order not to be hungry, but just making sure you're not just thirsty instead of hungry. Knowing how hungry you are, you can then keep in mind, well, maybe I don't need to eat this whole sandwich because I'm just a bit hungry. Or I don't need to order a starter and a main because, in fact, I'm sure that the starter will be enough, or maybe I can order 2 starters. This is something you should ask yourself again. Let's say once you're done with half of your food, half of your sandwich, or when you're done with your starter, if you ordered one, or before ordering a pudding, am I still hungry? And again, make sure that your emotions are not sending you messages which are not the right ones. So check on them. How do I feel now? Do I feel tired? Do I feel excited about what I'm going to do later on in the day? Do I like the company? Do I enjoy the company that I'm with? But also things like, am I sitting comfortably? You know, sometimes when you ask that to someone, you look at them and they don't look like they're sitting comfortably, but they don't even realize. And so the idea is to have a nice experience, you know, to enjoy your meal, to enjoy the time you're spending with your friends or family or even by yourself. And sometimes we ruin it without even noticing it. And this is just because we are not mindful. We're not listening to what our body is telling us. I ask my clients to write down these things, in fact. So before they start eating, they should write down their emotions. And then they should write down how hungry they are. It's really something that I would encourage you to do as well. Having a diary in which you write down these things. How do I feel? How hungry am I? And then you can look back to it and see what the patterns are. Yeah, in fact, I noticed that I eat more when it's lunchtime. I eat more when I'm eating with others. I eat more when I'm with my family. Or with when I'm on a date, for example, because I'm nervous, because I feel insecure. I eat more when I'm stressed, when I'm tired. I have to say, it may take some time before you recognize your own patterns, because it's something you've been doing for so long, unconsciously, so it could be a bit frustrating at the beginning. But then there's a big satisfaction, because you don't end up every meal or every day by thinking, shit, why did I eat that much? It wasn't even that good sometimes. And you become more responsible of what you do when you're eating. You're more responsible of the quantities you're having and the kind of food you're eating. You want to make sure you do this without being judgmental about yourself. The last thing we need is you feeling guilty about what you ate and how you ate and how much you ate. Because this is only going to reinforce the idea that you're not good enough. So you're not guilty, but you're responsible, of course. As grown-ups, we're really responsible of what we eat and how we eat. So yes, be responsible, but you're not guilty if you're not doing the right thing. And that makes a massive difference, switching from guilt to responsibility. When you acknowledge that you're responsible for the things you do, you can also decide to change them. You can decide to take action. Okay, yeah, I did eat too much. What happened? Have a look at it. Why did I eat that much this evening? Was I stressed? Was it the company that I was with which was making me feel insecure? Was I bored? Maybe these people, they were so boring. So I used food to keep myself company. But of course, by saying this, I'm not saying that you can blame others for the way you ate. I mean, it's your responsibility. It's your choice to be with these people. And if you don't like it, or if you feel very lonely when you're by yourself and you tend to use food as a company, then do something about it. Of course, it's not easy to change these patterns, and it can take some time. It's a great process, though. It's a nice feeling. A bit frustrating at first, and there are ups and downs. But once you start mastering the amount of food that you are having, and you're feeling good with yourself, you're not feeling heavy, or like you can't move anymore, or you just want to go to bed because you had too much food, it's such a relief. You feel so much better about yourself, both psychologically and physically. I have some food and emotion diaries that I can send you by email. If you send me an email to Philippe at philippetaron.com, I will be happy to send you some, and maybe it will help you, knowing exactly how to do it. Exactly, or it will be easier anyway. And also, if you have any question about this, send me an email, and I will reply to you within 1 or 2 days max. I hope all this will be useful, and let me know. I'd like to know. Maybe I'm not clear enough about how to do things. Maybe I repeat things too much. I need to know and to hear from you. So you learn how to manage your food intake, and I learn how to do a better podcast. I think it's a good deal. And one more thing, don't wait. Just start today at the next meal. Don't start tomorrow morning or next Monday thinking, well, it would be easier, or anyway, I ate too much already for lunch. Doesn't matter. It happens at every meal. I will come back soon with another podcast, and in the meantime, take good care of yourself. Bye-bye.